Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Daytona International Speedway. We are special guests and you are along for the ride of Cadillac. We have the unveiling of the fastest production Cadillac to hit the streets. We have the CT5 Blackwing, and then of course you can't have the CT5 Blackwing without the CT4-V Blackwing. But before we dive into these two new highly anticipated animals, let's talk about a little bit of the history. So Cadillac goes all the way back to the early 1900s, 1902. When it comes to the V Series, that performance branding, perfect for the ultimate enthusiast, it all started in 2004. Now, I know with the unveiling of both the CT5V and the CT4V, some people were confused. They did not understand exactly what that vehicle was intended to be, but these Blackwings are really what's bringing it to that top level of performance. I personally think it's a smart idea to go the route that Cadillac's going, because now you have a three-tier system. You could come in at your CT5, do the CT5V, and if you are that ultimate enthusiast that wants the most power, the most performance, and that unique styling, the CT5V Blackwing and of course the CT4 Blackwing are going to be that ultimate expression. There's been a lot of discussion. What direction is Cadillac going to go in with power, with performance? I'm here to bring you some of the fresh details. And of course, this is going to be many of upcoming reviews to bring you more and more of those details for these exciting cars. Now, the great news is that around 7:30 on February 1st, the reservation books are going to open up. You're going to have the ability to put in a reservation of one of 250 that are being reserved of each. It's a $1,000 deposit, and that will get you locked in for that ultimate performance. So enough with the chit chat. Let's get down. We're here at Daytona International Speedway. So many great wins by Cadillac with their DPI car. Of course, the V Series, racing in series like the Pirelli World Challenge Series, all the championships, all of that great performance, all that great engineering has wound up in these cars. So let's go ahead, do our checkout, and see, are these really that luxury performance car that you should be lusting after? Let's start with the CT5-V Blackwing. Right up front, you'll see that iconic styling. What I love about Cadillac is they do such a great job right at the front of the business with their LED daytime running lamps and headlamps, and it really separates them from the rest of the German luxury performance sedans. When they came out with the CT5 and the CT5V, right away, the way they did the front styling was spot on the money. Now, what you're going to notice is as we drop down, we have the daytime running lamps on. All of this is going to be functional aero. So this being a true V Series car, that Blackwing ultimate trim of the whole lineup, you're going to have full functional intakes to increase aerodynamic efficiency, also to get all those intercooling bits at the right temperature so that your Cadillac is going to perform like it should. You'll notice the addition of this massive front splitter. So the whole point of a splitter, remember, is we're trying to stop that air from going underneath the vehicle, and we want to get the air to those proper pieces. And then as we come across the center grille, spot on the money, perfect CT5V styling on this Blackwing. I love what they did with the grille, nice dark gunmetal gray. You have your carbon fiber all the way across the top, that iconic Cadillac logo, forward-facing camera, and really, besides the performance gain, you're just getting a more aggressive, meaner looking Cadillac. And I think that when you look at the speed that this thing is going to be, which it hasn't been tested yet on a track, but well over 200 miles an hour. Now, when you get up onto the hood, love that nice rise, simple, elegant, tasteful. Everything just goes right to the windshield. Underneath the hood, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, if you're talking about performance, we got to hear about horsepower. You're looking at the 6.2 liter LT4 supercharged V8, 668 horsepower. Let's chew on that for a second. You go down to your Chevrolet dealership, get yourself a ZL1 or a ZL1 1LE, that's 650 horsepower. So you know here on Rady's Rides, when we looked at the CTS-Vs, there was always that question, why was it 640 horsepower? Now clearly they're bringing it, it's hand-built and it's specially tuned for the performance of the CT5-V Blackwing. It's not just an engine taken from the Camaro or the last generation of the Z06 Corvette. But as we come around the bend, love, like I said, all the aero work, just a little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy. And then we're looking at our wheel and tire setup. Now, just the way that this vehicle sits, You're gonna find the perfect amount of space between the top of the tire, inside the fender. I love this beautiful aluminum finish. You got your metallic gray, and then lurking behind there, massive calipers. You're gonna be able to get two-piece rotors up front, and then optional on the CT5-V Blackwing is gonna be carbon ceramic rotors. That's braking technology that once was only on Formula One cars that's been brought to the street. You can see just how large those rotors are. And it's all about getting not only that performance in a straight line, but also the braking capability. And I think the style really hits the nail right on the head. Going down the side fender, of course, you have to have your V-Series badging. Remember, V-Series goes all the way back to 2004. Another nice touch, I'm loving this side vent that they did as they flared it out. And I'm gonna have Lori kind of swing around and just show how flared out that fender vent is to really give it some style. You have carbon fiber all the way down the side of the vehicle. That's gonna give you not only the look, but also the performance with the aerodynamics. And then I'm gonna have Lori kind of peek into the interior just to show off real quick. When you get that 250, one of those 250 reservations, you're gonna get that special steering wheel, performance steering wheel. Look at the dash, beautiful TFT display, the infotainment, perfect outside, inside, one-piece performance seats, Recaro with carbon fiber on the backs of the seats. And as we continue towards the back of the vehicle, you're just gonna notice all those clean lines taken from the CT5V, now on the Blackwing, right into the rear. And this is where I think everybody's gonna see the connection to the cts-v, but even more so with the performance. Now, when you get to the back of the trunk, massive carbon fiber trunk lid spoiler. Look at the beautiful signature lighting, the way they have everything lit up. We'll come around the corner here. Of course, you're gonna wrap it off with a carbon fiber diffuser. We have an electronic limited slip differential on both of these vehicles, and they are rear-wheel drive. So that whole talk about all-wheel drive, that's not it. Rear-wheel drive, 10-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. So they're really building it for the true enthusiast. But we're not done. We're gonna come over to the CT4-V Blackwing edition. Absolutely love this color, especially with the wheels. Those flat black wheels looking really sharp, but coming out to the rear, massive rear wing. And remember, this stuff is not just for show and no go. This is gonna actually provide real downforce, give you the stability, especially in a straight line, that you're gonna need when you're looking at the performance of these vehicles. You kind of drop down, you're gonna get a carbon fiber rear diffuser. I love what they did with the exhaust. Of course, you're gonna have that active valve performance technology in the exhaust system. Make it louder, make it quieter. Depends on who you wanna piss off. You wanna piss off the neighbors, just leave it loud all the time, but nice wide look from the back, especially with the wing. And as we kind of come around the outside of this CT4-V Blackwing, you got your badging on the side. Let's come up to the front real quick because I want to show you what we're working with the side of the vehicle. So of course you're going to have that side sill extension. All of this is functional for that aerodynamic efficiency. I like what they did with the fender vent here. And then check out these wheels, absolutely beautiful. With the V-Series branding, you got your two-piece rotors, 6-piston caliper with the V-Series badging on there, and just the way that this car sits. Now, if you're wondering, performance on this car, what's underneath the hood of the CT4-V Blackwing? You're looking at that 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6. Guess what? If you were thinking, oh, they just kept it at 464 horsepower, no, you're looking at over 470 horsepower with this CT4-V Blackwing. That's more than the ATS-V that it replaces. But this is what Cadillac is bringing to the table up front. I think one of my favorite touches is how you have the actual diplanes and canards built in, really nicely done with the carbon fiber front splitter. The aggression that they brought to the styling really mimics what you're gonna feel when you're driving the vehicle with this kind of performance. But we wanted to be the first to bring you this. I definitely want to thank everybody over at Cadillac. I'm on the whole group bringing us here, getting these two performance cars. When you're looking at the competition, you'll see having that ability to get a 6-speed manual transmission is what Cadillac is speaking to. They're speaking to the enthusiasts, and that's why they thought it would be smart. And I know, just like many of you, having that choice of a manual is what really is going to make it that extra amazing vehicle. But if you want to keep seeing these unveils here on Rady's Rides first, where we bring it to you, here at Daytona, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content like this, click that link in the description. Get yourself some Raised Rise merch. Got to give it up to Lori, working that camera like a champ, getting not only one, but 2 performance Cadillacs on film. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.